Hey guys, welcome to Lovely J Podcast. I'm Coco. Hope you're all doing great on this beautiful Wednesday evening. I'm actually up cooking, and I'm gonna be late for my other podcast, but we're gonna talk about some good stuff, y'all. And on that one, we'll be talking about, setting goals and good things like that. But on this one tonight, I want to talk about a good man. It's hard to run across. And this is just me. I don't know if it's me or what. I know there's some good men out here that get overlooked, that get dogged out. And then there's some good men, I just don't know where they at anymore. Because we can't say they in the church anymore. I mean, I used to would think that before I knew better. I'd be like, yay, get to go to the man here in the church. But I can't say that now because I know better, and I see they just as hellacious in there as they is out here on the streets. But I was thinking about the song that I was singing, and I say in the song, it's the man in the back for me. Of course, though, that means several things to me. It don't just mean just one thing, but it just means a man that's really, backing his woman up in, the good things that she decides to do. And, oh yeah, y'all, I'm making egg rolls tonight. I'm going to bake these, by the way. Yeah, so I was thinking about that song that I had wrote, and I said, Lord, have mercy. A good man sure is hard to find. Now I got thinking now, a good man is hard to run across. Because some of these men out here, I just don't know where to look for them anymore. I don't know where to go to be seen. I don't know. I don't know where to go anymore. And that's bad on my end of things, because at one time I used to say, hey, well, we could go to the church, you find your good man there. So many places people be telling you to go, and then when you go, it's not even close to what they even said. I gotta roll these egg rolls, but I don't want to roll them while they hot, because y'all know what hot mixture does. It'll melt our wraps. So let's just talk a little bit longer. But yeah, I don't know where to go to find these so-called good men at, or to be seen where they can see me. I know that he that finds a good thing, that's the one that, finds a good wife. But I don't know where to be at so that he can find me. That's my thing. I see, I know we want to do the godly thing, and I really do. I really want to do the godly thing. I want the man that God has for me. God got to be in this thing. I don't care. I may have to wait, and I may even have to laugh sometimes at how he brings things about. But I want the man that is for me. I don't want nobody else, man. I want the godly man that's for me. It reminds me of old Sarah when she laughed at God when he said he was going to give her a baby in her old age. And she laughed, oh, I'm too old. And that's what some of us think. We think we too old to get out here and get what our hearts desire. But as long as you're still living, your heart's desire is still alive. Whether you are conscious to it or not. You still have a heart's desire. And it could have been from when you was younger to have that desire. And I do think that if it's aligned in God's will, that God will honor your heart's desire. My heart's desire is to be a healthy wife. Healthy to my husband. Healthy to myself. My spiritual life. Because when I was writing them songs, a lot of emotions was really flowing through me. And I was like, oh my God, this song, it goes all kind of ways for me. When I wrote it's the man in the back for me, because it was so many different men in the back that had my back, and it's just no one way to put that. So, that's a beautiful song, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I be replaying it so I could try to sing it without having to read off the prompter or read off my notes. And I ain't got to that point yet. But anyways, it's a beautiful song. If you haven't heard it, I got a snippet of it up on Facebook stories. And I think TikTok. I got a snippet up on TikTok. I have no idea where this good man is coming from, but I do know God gonna send him. It's just, to me, it's, where am I going? Sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. But to me, having to run across a good man and to know he for you, that's a different thing. Because I have ran across so many good men. And they were so good and nice. And we hit it off real good. Talking to one another and enjoying one another's company. And laughing. And, just carrying on as if this is where we're supposed to be. Y'all, that fridge came on. And I know it's going to make that noise in the background. Because I'm live, I can't shut it off. You hear it? I don't think refrigerator is supposed to sound like that. That noise makes my chest hurt. Anyways, I guess this means I might have to get off. Let me play y'all some songs. I'm going to play y'all one song that I'm working on. And then we'll come back and talk about it whenever this refrigerator go off. Because I don't want y'all to be sitting here having to hear that. But this song here is called Old With You. It's not complete. This is just a demo that I want to send to some of the artists that sing. Because that is what my songs are. My songs aren't for me to sing. It's for artists to sing. I'm a songwriter. So I'm trying to shop my music out. And this is one I'm going to be shopping out soon.
I don't want to fight anymore. Come on inside, sit down beside me. Let your loving grace find me. I don't want to fight in this war. It don't belong to you and I. We can do what we do. Live a life, take up as one. Yeah, when you come inside and show me the way. When you come inside with me, I wanna go up with you. I wanna go up with you. When you come inside, I wanna go up. Hold up, tightly, baby. Don't skip a beat. No, 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 no. I can see the clouds far away, but your smile cannot see no pain. Everything to gain. You can tell by the way my walk, I be on sunshine. Every day is better with you. In the family together. Will you come inside with me? I wanna go up with you. I wanna go up with you. Will you come inside with me? I wanna go up with you. I wanna go up with you. Tell your mama I'm coming home. She gonna do nothing now. No family news.
Okay, y'all. So the fridge is still on. It's still on. I don't know what's going on with that, but I think I'm going to check my warranty out because this shouldn't be that loud. And I'm rolling these egg rolls at the same time. The mix just cooled down enough for me to mess with it. Y'all, I really don't want y'all to hear that noise. Let me play y'all another song. Not one of my songs, but I'm going to play a gospel song. I know I could use some gospel music today. Let me see. Time is... I'm looking, y'all. Oh yeah, my song. I always play.
On this Christian journey, we've met a lot of people that have been through some things that they didn't understand themselves. But I came to encourage somebody here today that have been through something. I want you to know today that the battle is not yours. It belongs to the Lord. And no matter what the situation may be, no matter what the problem may be, I want you to put it in the Lord's hand and watch God change things. I stopped to let you know something on this day. Listen at me if you will. When you've done all you can, and you can't do no more, I stop by to tell somebody prayer will change.
Okay, it cut off. We can talk now. I do apologize for that, y'all. But I have no idea why it does that. I done rolled by 8 egg rolls while we been sitting here waiting for that to go off. I'm baking these. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the good man. A good man is hard to run across, and I just don't know where we're going to run across him at because it's so many. I don't know. Like, I know I'm a good woman, but I just don't know. And I know I need to put myself out there more because, y'all, I really have been holding back on trying to. I just been scared. I don't want to end up with an informant, okay? That's my big thing is I've been scared because I have been noticing how I get treated differently or some type of way sometimes. And then, like when I do try to talk to guys, it's like they'll talk to me and they'll be all good 1 minute and then they'll start talking some stuff like, they'll start saying things that I don't like to hear, which is basically things that remind me of people that spy on you. So I haven't really put myself out there. Out of that fear right there, I'm putting it out in the air so that it will go away. That fear gonna have to go away. I don't want to get somebody who's hired to be who decides to love me, you know. I don't want to do that. I guess I'm really gonna have to trust God on this. That's what that is. Gonna have to trust God on it. Cause I just don't. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, and I do gotta confess this out. I ain't gonna lie, that last guy hurt me, so I thought I was hurt by them last 2 guys. Them long-term guys that I dated, but the long-term guys, okay, I was able to get over them, I think fairly at a good amount of time. I got over the breakup and started doing pretty good in life. But then when I met that young guy, that dude pulled a number on me. It was so, it's still hard to really, like with him, I'm healed, But I have to stay disciplined. Because that one right there, it's like he didn't have my mind, but I don't know how to say it unless I say he didn't have my mind, but how is it? He didn't have my mind, but I'm trying to figure out how to say this in a nice way, or I should just say it. Okay, so me and Dude, we were intimate a few times, and I think that's where we messed up at. So he didn't have my mind, but he had me where, like, because when I met him, I was not, didn't really know as much about God as I do now, okay? So basically saying that I was baptized at a young age, but I didn't come into really knowing who God was until I got older. I should have been hitting these things with some water, but hopefully they won't come loose. Because I don't feel like going back through there. Anyway, so me and him, we got nasty quite a few times. I mean, for years. And it was hard. Don't let nobody tell you that this fornication world out here, like and it's like the more we did it, like the worse the addiction was. It was like a high. It was like I gotta have it. I mean, I'm serious, y'all. It was like I gotta have him. Like I need to have him morning, noon, and night. Like I need to talk to you, bro. Where you at? Can you come up? Can we meet? And that's kind of scary. I don't want to ever be like that again over nobody. I'm not kidding. I don't want to be like that anymore. That was the hardest addiction. And I would say sexual addiction to break right there with him. I don't know what that young man had or what he did. That was so good. I'm laughing about it now, but y'all, like when I got saved, for real, well, let me stop saying got saved, but when I started beginning to know God and started reading scripture, it was hard. That was a hard spirit to fight right there. Whatever it was, demon, I don't know. But it was so hard to fight that thing. Like, that's why I don't want to give myself away like that anymore. Because even to this day, it's hard to still fight that with him. Because that's how bad it was. And I don't want to be running backwards. But anyways, that man put that thing on me. And I ain't have a lick of sense afterwards. But thank God for spiritual sense kicked in. Discernment. When that discernment kicked in, the more I was studying the Bible. And I realized I had an obsession and I had an addiction all going on at the same time. And it was a soul tie. See, I didn't even know what soul ties were back then. I did not know what that was. But I realized it was a soul tie. And I was like, Lord, please deliver me. And that's why I try to stay away. I see that young man, I turn and go the other way. I know y'all, I can laugh about it now. But it was not funny then. I see him, I turn and go the other way. Because I'm for real. Like, I believe he was just as addicted to me as I was him. We just couldn't stay away from each other, but we couldn't commit to each other. We couldn't keep our hands off of each other. And we could talk to each other for hours. Actually be there for one another. We had the whole thing looking like it was a whole relationship setup. But it wasn't. So and he was a church guy. That's why I'm like, I don't know where to go to meet people nowadays. I don't hang out in bars. And I don't travel like I used to travel. I used to travel a lot of places, but now it's like I don't even travel like that anymore. So y'all give me some suggestions on what I should do. And I have done the online dating thing, but if you've been following Confessions, then you know I'm being even cautious with that, because even that can turn into one of them confession things. I don't want to mess around and start getting addicted to talking to all these guys online. It's a lot out here. I don't want to waste my time. I'm to that point where I don't want to waste my time with fake love and situationships and flings. Flings and situationships, I ain't even gonna lie, they fun. They are fun. Y'all, booty calls are fun. And this is why it's so important to be disciplined, because it's so fun out here that you can easily forget the danger in it all of losing your mind to it, or becoming obsessed with somebody who don't care nothing about you, and then you start spending your money, shaking your butt for them, and doing things you wouldn't do normally. Lord have mercy. Me and that young man. No, that song might be about him in the back of me. Cool. Y'all know how that thing be. But anyways, I just don't know where to run across these guys at now. It's scary out here. I'm still trying to figure out, how did I get whipped like that? And I think we both were whipped, because truth be told, we kind of still be trying to talk to one another, and then next thing, we'll talk to one another innocently, and then next thing you know, them feelings will start coming back up, and I have to back away. Because he's not single. Now, if he was single, it'd be a different story. And see, that's why I left him in the first place, because he wasn't single. All that time I thought he was single. Or he could have been single and just talking to a lot of women. That's why I backed off. Yep. I got these egg rolls rolled, y'all. I got to get them into the oven. And I got some mixture left over, so I know that's going to be good. Let me see. Okay, let me rub some oil over these egg rolls and put them in the oven. Yeah, that young man was a handful. He was a good handful, but I just started feeling guilty about... I would say if he probably had not been talking to them other women, me and him probably would still be up talking to one another. Jessica call you? Oh, okay. Well, alright guys. I'm going to get these egg rolls into the oven. And join me later on for some Kiva advancement. And who knows, we might even do one of the confessions chat about that young man. Okay? So peace, love, and happiness.